Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the People's Channel, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. No channel works harder to keep you in the know about crypto. My name is Ben. Today we are going to be talking about the best possible strategy that you can use right now to make money in crypto, because man, it is tough making money in crypto right now. Or is it? I think it's something to think about. First of all, I'd like to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And you know, I would also say remember those people who've lost their mothers during this time. That can be very hard on people who their mothers have gone on or passed away early. It's very sad. So remember those people as well. It's a day to celebrate mothers, but also a day to celebrate the life of mothers that are no longer with us. So guys, I want to talk about this because a lot of people out there, it's just a very polarized world out there in crypto right now, where some people are telling you, look at these metrics, look at these fundamentals, look at this chart. Obviously, Bitcoin has bottomed. Look, guys, this is where I tell you, and you guys know the camp I stand in, which is I believe in the 4-year cycle theory. It has not ever steered me wrong. The only time we got off track is when we went away from the cycle theory. And the idea here is that it doesn't matter what your charts say right now. It doesn't matter what your fundamentals say right now. It doesn't matter what the hash rate is right now. It doesn't matter how many people have held Bitcoin for 12 months or more. It doesn't matter what level of support Bitcoin is on. Right now, Bitcoin is exactly where it should be relative to the top. During this market cycle where we're at right now, it's exactly where it should be. Now, I got full in on crypto. You guys know I bought Bitcoin in 2012. Have a little bit of a story that goes, between 2012 and 2014. 2015 and 2016, I was mostly out of the market. 2016, I started paying a little more attention. But it was 2017 when I really got, neck deep in crypto. Started moving towards going full-time in crypto, sinking my life into crypto. That's the time, okay? I want you to think about that. The worst possible time to get in and not sell the top. I got in, I held all the way back to zero pretty much with my investments. I got in at the 2017, kind of near the peak, kind of near the mania. 2018 was a really hard year. 2019 was a very, very, very hard year, but I was committed, so I stayed here and I kept making videos. I kept learning, I kept growing, and look where I'm at today. So the message here is to remember, you've got to stick these times out. And I know we talked a lot about this last Sunday, so I'm not going to go too much back into that whole thing, but the idea is, even if you came in during the peak, that's when I started getting in pretty much full time into crypto. That's when I started pretty much, putting, all my time and energy in. And it was hard. I can't lie to you. It was hard for the next couple of years. And so some of you are going through that right now, but I'm here to tell you that there is light at the end of the tunnel for you guys that do stay in the, stay in the crypto world during this time. But what is your best strategy right now? Okay. Your best strategy right now is what we call dollar cost averaging. You hear people talk about it all the time. DCA. What does this mean? This means you pick a crypto or a basket of cryptos and you take an amount of money and you put it in there on a regular basis. You cannot lose with this strategy in crypto. Why? Because basically when you think about it, for the most part, it doesn't work out to exactly like this, but a good way to think about it is you're buying crypto at pretty much the average yearly price. And if you go back and you look at the average yearly price for Bitcoin over the last several years, you will find it grows dramatically year over year. And there may be one year where it dips due to a bear market, but over time, that yearly number grows and grows and grows. And so it doesn't matter if you're investing at the top or you're investing at the bottom, you're basically investing at the average yearly price for Bitcoin. Of course, if you do it for one whole year. Now, how often do you need to do this? Do you need to do this weekly? Do you need to do this monthly? Do you need to do this daily? Well, I would suggest do whatever makes sense for you. If you get paid on a bi-weekly basis, then it makes sense for you every other week or twice a month to put a certain amount in. And of course, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. This definitely fits our number one investment philosophy here at BitBoy Crypto, which is to develop a long-term mindset. And, understanding market behavior fits in here as well, because you do have to understand that over time, the market goes up and to the right. Even if for a period of time, it goes down. We see that over and over again. So your best strategy right now is to pick an amount of time, to pick an amount of money and put that in on an average basis or on the same basis every single time period. So every week, every month, every other week, every other month, whatever makes sense to you, that is going to be your best strategy during this time. There's so much uncertainty in the market right now. I mean, for me personally, like, I'm pretty certain of where I think things are going to. But in reality, we don't know exactly for sure what's going to happen. And I do believe that there is, and we'll be talking about this. We botched up a video this weekend. For 2 weeks in a row, this video has been botched up. So we will definitely have this video for you next week. But, we're going to be looking back at the Bitcoin cycles and really showing you where the price should be right now and where we're expecting it to go. And I know I catch a lot of flack for, XRP case being over at the end of September, Bitcoin hitting 100K last year. Those were things that were fed to me, and I believe them. And I think there was truth to both of those things when it was given to me, but things changed. And I got away from these cycles. But the Bitcoin cycles are truly the thing that has guided me throughout this market from the very beginning, and they will not steer you wrong. But I do believe there is an opportunity for a Bitcoin super cycle like we've never seen before, depending upon the timing of the SEC case with Ripple Labs ending, with a possible spot ETF, and with the ETH merge towards the end of this year. So basically, until those dominoes start falling, there's no reason to expect Bitcoin to do anything than it's always done in the past. We should see Bitcoin probably drop down to maybe $27,000, bounce back up. Could certainly go lower than that, but I am not expecting Bitcoin to be climbing anytime soon. But when you dollar cost average, you're protecting yourself against that surge, because when we look at the fear and uncertainty chart, the fear, what do they call this? Can't remember what they call it. But the long and the short of it is, when you look at the fear gauge, can't remember what it's called, for I would know any other moment except for this moment I'm talking. Right now it's probably going to be at about a 10 when it prints today, somewhere around there. That's what George was saying in his video. The lowest that we've seen it since the summer of last year. And I think what you need to understand is, usually when we see numbers this low, we do get bounces. So it is possible in the short term that we get a big bounce, and dollar cost averaging allows you to hedge against that as well. So this is the number one strategy. Everyone in the BitSquad, I want you to do me a favor. After this video is over, number one, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But number two, I want you to go to Coinbase. I want you to go to Swan Bitcoin. I want you to go to Digifox. I want you to go to any of these sites that can help you dollar cost average. I want you to pick a time, and I want you to pick an amount. And I want you to get that set up and get that started. If you have delayed on, even if it's $10, whatever it is, get that DCA going, get that schedule going, and then down below in the comments, I want you to drop what amount and what time period you picked, and let's see how that grows over the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. All right, guys, that's all we got. And don't forget, happy Mother's Day. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.